Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bulawayo, where we're having our annual general meeting for 2023, which happens to be elective as well. And we've just ended our elections and the AGM today. I want to thank my colleagues, colleague directors and provincial chairman for once again showing confidence in me and re-electing me to lead Zimbabwe Cricket as the chairman of the board for another 4-year term, 2023 up to 2027. It's a position that I take with a lot of pride and honor to have your colleagues having confidence in you and to lead your nation. It's very important. We have just presented our 2022-23 financial year results to the AGM, which we, with the auditors, gave us a clean set of accounts. I must say the season that has just ended, 22-23, has been full of activities. The biggest being the ICC Men's qualifiers 2023, which we hosted, and I must say we had a great tournament here, one of the best ICC qualifier events, and it goes to show our ability as a destination, as a nation, yes, as Zimbabwe Cricket, as hosts, but most importantly as Zimbabweans, our love for the game, our understanding of the game, the cricket culture in this country. Sadly, we couldn't cross the line to go to India for the World Cup, but I believe you agree with me that it was one of the most memorable events that we have held. Soon after that, we had the T10, the Zima for T10, which is the first edition of its kind in Africa. And again, it was a great tournament that we hosted. And we're looking forward for the next edition next year when we host the other T10. As you appreciate, T10 is a private league, and that partnership goes to show how much we are working with private players in the development of the game, in repositioning Zimbabwe Cricket once again in the community of cricket countries. The last 4 years had their ups and downs. We started on a low note in 2019, but we progressed very well. We have repositioned our organization, we have repositioned the sport of cricket in Zimbabwe. We have challenged football, we have challenged the bigger sports. We have challenged for honors in terms of who is the #1 sport in the country. So we've seen real growth in terms of fans in the stadium, in terms of our performance as a team. I think our ladies, when we brought in Gary Brenty to take over the ladies, they improved. Sadly, we couldn't cross the line again. We lost by 4 runs to Ireland and did not qualify for the World Cup. But you can see real growth, the ladies cricket in Zimbabwe. We have now a professional setup for the ladies. We have issued new contracts to the ladies. We have now the NPL, which is now our premier club cricket, which is now underway. So we've seen real growth in the organization. And in terms of our financial position, we are in a very healthy position. We have managed to streamline our operations to make sure that Zimbabwe Cricket is fit for purpose. We have a professional administration management that is being run by, headed by Mukhuhlani. At ICC level, we have also repositioned ourselves. Many of you would have seen that Zimbabwe was one of the nominees for the position of ICC chairman, and Zimbabwe now sit on the Finance Commission Administration Committee of the ICC. So we have managed to reposition ourselves take our place on the table and manage to network with the community of countries that play cricket. On bilateral cricket, 2025, we are going to England for the first time in many years. That goes to show how we've been working behind the scenes to make sure that we re-engage, we become a credible player on the international scene. So the last 4 years have been exciting. We have won bids to host the 2027 World Cup jointly with South Africa and Namibia. We will also host the Under-19 World Cup in 2026. That's a joint bid with Namibia. So real growth in terms of what we can do. Lights are there now at Harare Sports Club. We look forward to replicate that at Queen's and possibly with an addition of another stadium in Vic Falls. So we had our challenges, but I think it's been a very progressive and fruitful 4 years. Most importantly is our relationship with our stakeholders, and most importantly is the Ministry of Sport, Youth, Arts and Culture, and SRC. We have an improved working relationship with SRC. We have worked closely with them when we hosted all these events, when we put bids for these events. We have worked very closely with the SRC, and I believe that as we go forward, we will still continue to improve that working relationship with the regulator, and of course to improve our governance structures. Governance is an evolving area. We continue to strengthen our governance as an organization, and most importantly for us is our financial management of the organization. We want players to be confident, we want our stakeholders to be confident, we want our staff to be confident, we want to be as transparent as we can be with everyone. That's why we are audited by one of the big four, PwC, because for us, financial stewardship is the most important aspect of running this game. So, interesting times ahead of us, and interesting times behind us in the last 4 years. And once again, just to thank my colleagues for the confidence that they've shown in me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman.